Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's topic is completely tech suit related, but instead of actually looking at an individual model, we're going to be looking at why the brand Arena features carbon fiber threads inside their suits. Since I think 2012, they have had the carbon range of models in their Powerskin series. And it's never really been talked about why on earth they actually use them. And it's not even something I've delved into in their reviews. I've mentioned they have carbon fiber, but I've not really said why. It's funny because since Arena used carbon fiber in their suits, I've seen brands do all sorts of weird stuff. Blue 70 once featured copper, Hammerhead used silver, and the new MP Matrix also has a metal alloy. But again, none of these brands talk about why. But I've been talking with Arena and I've got a little bit of an inside scoop into why carbon fiber is really an amazing material to implement in suits. Now, before we actually get into the nitty-gritty, I did just want to say that there's more reason than ever to subscribe to the channel. When I hit 5,000 subscribers, I am going to be teaming up with Arena to give away 2 Carbon Core FX tech suits in the new Army Green colorway. I know, exciting times. So hit the subscribe button. I'm only 200 subscribers away, so hopefully we can get there in no time and get giving away some tech suits. So post 2009, when the tech suits were banned, no one really come out with any extraordinary ideas for tech suits. That was until the Arena Carbon Pro, which back in 2012 was by far my favorite suit to race in. In fact, the only suit I raced in. Not only did I love wearing it for numerous reasons, but it was also really coolly designed. It came in loads of bright colors like this pink one I've got here. My personal favorite to race in was the orange. It featured carbon fiber, which definitely got turning heads and was a great talking point. But why did they do it? Well, it seems like the biggest thing carbon fiber can provide is how it gives compression. The biggest way it aids compression is it adds a lot of power. And by that I mean it has resistance to being stretched. But beyond that, it also has its highest amount of compression without the material being at full stretch. This gives off 2 major benefits. One, the material of the suit is not always at full stretch to be giving you great compression, which means the suit's going to last longer. If you're constantly stretching a suit at the maximum when wearing it, it's going to degrade. And that's why I can still rock these Arena Carbon Pros from 2013, I think I got these, 7 years on. And, well, you're not going to be able to see any of my Laser Racer Elites from that year because they've absolutely had it. The material just gives way, like it turns into a nappy. And carbon fiber is one of the reasons that these last so long. The other major benefit this has is on performance, and it allows high compression with still an enabled range of movement. And now I know a lot of brands like to toss that around when they speak about suits, but this makes sense. If the suit is at maximum compression, but not at maximum stretch, that means it's still going to be able to stretch a little bit more, giving you freedom of movement. With other brands and the suit's at maximum stretch, there is no freedom of movement because the suit can't actually stretch anymore. And that to me is absolutely vital in making a great and versatile tech suit. And to me, I think it's why the Carbon series are so successful for both men and women. So how do they weave the carbon fiber into the tech suit? Well, carbon fibers are made mostly of carbon atoms, and when you bundle thousands of carbon fibers together, you create a thread, which in turn you can put into these suits. Now, Arena integrate these carbon threads into their different tech suits in different ways. The first way is in what they call their carbon cage, and that's featured in their current Carbon Core FX, but was also in the Carbon Flex and the Carbon Pro I've already showed you. This was their initial idea of how to make a carbon fiber work in a tech suit, and it features both horizontal and vertical bands for the utmost compression. It's no surprise that the Carbon Core FX is their most compressive tech suit on the market at the moment. Now, the benefits of compression are absolutely huge. Holding your muscles in tightly obviously helps reduce fatigue, but also reduces form drag, which is the most prevalent type of drag, accounting for 70 to 80% of drag on the body when you swim. Also, by locking in all the different body parts, it helps set your hips and your body sit higher in the water. And that's why I, as a swimmer and an individual, factor compression as the utmost and most valuable part of a tech suit. But obviously, people are different. Some people want more versatility and movement and mobility, and something that's really tight can end up being fairly fatiguing, and that's where the other models come in. The second technology they use is extreme cage, and to the eye this just looks exactly the same as the carbon cage, with loads of little squares due to the vertical and horizontal bands of carbon fibre thread, but they're much tighter packed, and they do this by using a lighter and thinner carbon thread in a much more tight-knit fashion. This makes for a lighter suit, which this is a lighter suit than the Carbon Core. I've got the Carbon Glide here, but also has a little bit reduced compression, which is why I would say this is a much less compressing suit, but a much comfier suit, a much more mobile suit, and a much lighter suit than what we have in the Carbon Core FX. So we still have the benefits of vertical and horizontal compression, but we don't have the extreme discomfort that some people may find by the extremely compressive suits. That brings us lastly to the carbon band technology that is featured in both the Carbon Air and today's Carbon Air Squared. Just like all the others, features carbon fibre threads, but only in a horizontal manner. There's no carbon fibre vertically, and this leaves us with just these black lines running horizontally across the suit, and no little squares. What this allows is the suit to be extremely light. Less carbon fibre means, less weight. And this is, in my opinion, the lightest suit on the market, and is super popular because of that. It also means you still get the benefits of carbon fibre, and you still get the benefits of compression on one axis across the muscles, but you don't get the potential drawbacks of having that vertical compression. The lack of vertical compression reduces restriction all across the strokes, but most vitally on turns and starts. So in the end, we have 3 different carbon fibre technologies featuring 3 different tech suits, and it makes complete sense as to why they have a broad range and 3 different designs, because not one of their technologies is superior to the other or perfect for one individual. Olympic champion Chad le Clos likes to use the cheapest of the 3, the Carbon Air, or the Carbon Air Squared, as did Christophe Millat when he set the world record for the 200 butterfly last summer. A lot of the sprinters, like Bruno Fratus, will swear by the Carbon Core FX, or other models in the past that have used the carbon cage. And that's not to say that the extreme cage, which is sort of like a balance between the 2 models, doesn't have its perfect place in the market. And I've seen athletes like Katinka Hosszu really being drawn to this suit, which makes sense due to her sort of 200, 400 IM preferences, although that woman's crazy and races absolutely everything. I hope this video has cleared up a little bit as to why Arena do use carbon fibre and why different materials may be used in tech suits. If you found this informative and enjoyed the video, please could you leave a thumbs up. If you could also subscribe, that would be absolutely great, and it will also bring us nearer to me hitting 5,000 subscribers so that I can give away the Carbon Core FX tech suit in both men's and women's in the new army green colourway, which I've not even seen yet. Hopefully, if I'm lucky, I'll have a picture to put up somewhere on the screen right now. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.